Xin chào mọi người, mình là Hosytien. Hôm nay mình học một khóa cơ khí. Hôm nay mình sẽ thuyết trình về Study on Computer Numerical Control CNC Technology. Content 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1. Introduction. CNC machine is a typical electromechanical product mainly composed of machine body and the computer numerical control CNC system. It is the core equipment of modern manufacturing industry. Many CNC machines can be run unattended during their entire machining cycle, freeing the operator to do all the tasks. This gives the CNC use several side benefits, including reduced operator failure, fewer mistakes caused by human error, and consistent and predictable machining time for each workpiece. The first benefit offered by all forms of CNC machine tool is improved automation. The second major benefit of CNC technology is consistent and accurate workspeed. Today, CNC machine both export unbelievable accuracy and repeatability specification. A third benefit offered by most forms of CNC machine tool is flexibility. Once a program has been reviewed and executed for one production run, it can be easily recalled the next time the workspace is to be run. 1.1 CNC machine to build. There are a number of CNC machines to build available nowadays in the market. Fanuc and Siemens are popular manufacturers for CNC controller, driver, and motor of CNC machines. Fanuc Corporation Spain also manufactures CNC machines. 2. Difference between conventional machine and CNC machine. Conventional machine using mechanical power which by operator is used for movement of an axis. As operator will operate, the handwheel table will move as on power transmission is carried out with this switch. So according to our software equipment, operator have to move table for carry out repeat operator, and if he will make any mistake, the job will not have dimensional accuracy. The most basic function and CNC machine is automatic, precise and consistent motion control. All forms of CNC equipment have two and more directions of motion, called axis. The axis can be rigidly and automatically positioned along the length of travel. Instead of causing motion by manually turning crank and handwheel at each required of conventional machine tool, CNC machine allow motion to be executed by servo motor under control of the CNC and used by the part program. 3. Types of CNC machine. CNC machines are mainly categorized into branches: conventional machining technology and novel machining technology. Based on conventional machining technology, CNC machines are basically derived in three machines: CNC drilling machine, CNC turning machine, and CNC milling machine. Apart from that, CNC hopping machine and CNC grilling machine also include in conventional technology CNC machine. Novel machine technology. There are a number of novel technologies that use specialist techniques to cut material. Examples include electron beam machining, electrical mechanics machining, electrical discharge machining (ADM), photochemical machining, and ultrasonic machining. There are a number of other novel technologies that use different mediums to cut material. Examples include laser cutting machines, oxy-fuel cutting machines, plasma cutting machines, and water jet cutting technology. 4. Part of CNC machine. CNC machine consists of various parts, major parts that make base mode of CNC machine are controller, drive motor, and mechanical structure. 4.1 Controller. It gives signal to drive for generating particular PWM signal. According to that signal, servo motor will move a seat and spindle motor will rotor job at particular RPM. Function like emergency stop signal, cool and one on-off signal, automatic tune change or automatic pallet change will be controlled by PMC. We can verify whether a program will give with output or not. Emergency controller manufacturer and Panop Siemens Mitsubishi. 4.2 Driver is use F or given signal to motor. Two main types of driver are available, i.e. servo drive and spindle drive. Servo drive will generate PWM signal and that will be given to servo motor. Similarly, spindle drive will give signal to spindle motor that will run at particular RPM. 4 and it will carry out request operation on top. The right of CNC machine is shown in figure 7. 4.3 Motors. In CNC machine, mainly two types of motor are used. One is servo motor and another is spindle motor. Servo motor is used for movement of an axis and spindle motor is used for rotating job or tune at high RPM. They both are having different working and construction according to their application. Step motor. The name stepper motor. The name stepper comes from the step made by the motor with every single fuel. It is simple to operate in a expensive compared to servo motor and have a high report accuracy. Stepper motor typically have a low efficiency than servo motor. One do not accelerate rapidly due to low to wear to inertial ratio. Despite the loud noise and overheating at high performance, stepper motor have a overall low power output for their weight and size. Servo motor is an electrical drive which can put and rotate an object with precision. So, servo motor are used for assist movement. Servo motor have high accuracy and resolution out to the sensor fit to at peak operating power only developed at high speed, and the ventilation system become contaminated. Servo motors are more susceptible to damage due to overheating and overloading. They also require servicing after the product reaches in 2000 hour lifespan. Spindle motor. Spin motor are used for rotation of spindle having job onto attached with it or rotate at high speed according to machine configuration. Spindle motor are contain power motor, so it is used where high speed is required, not high precision. Linear motor. A linear motor is an electric motor that has its stator and rotor unrolled third instead of rotation and twin. It produces a line for along its length. However, linear motors are not necessarily straight. Characteristically, a new motor at this section FM, where more conventional motor arm operate at a continuous loop. 5. Connect of driver and motor. According to Fanot, Park is connection of driver and motor in CNC machine are so invaluable. Manpower supply is 200 and 240 for AC supply. Cơ cycle breaker is provided if rotation controller will give single watt AC volt to be general according to defense speed and assist movement in CNC program that controller supply with the given to servo motor or spindle motor. 6. Conclusion. CNC machine is having advantage as well as disadvantage at a time. If it is mass production, we should go for CNC machine only instead of conventional machine. As CNC machine is having high initial cost, it is reliable for mass production only. CNC machine is having initial cost high, but once it is installed, it will give continued production for a long time if proper environmental conditions are followed. Advantage of CNC machining is accurate time take to perform a job very less, safe to operate. Number of operators required to operate a machine are reduced. No possibility of human error. Reliable. Even very complete design can also be much low maintenance required. There are versatile uniformity in design. They could run for on hour, no, 24 hours a day. Simulation can be performed. 2. Disadvantage. initial cost is high. Gender operator is required to operate the machine in case of breakdown. A highly skilled prof- pro- professional is required to solve the problem. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching. Thank you. Have a nice day. Goodbye.